Guys, I am possibly the worst YouTuber ever. Well, okay, not the worst YouTuber ever, but I'm so sorry that I haven't YouTubed for so long. I actually thought I'd scheduled a video to go kind of up during party season, and I didn't do it. And I thought I did. And I've just gone and looked on my computer and I was like, oh no. So firstly, Happy New Year, and sorry for being totally rubbish towards the end of last year. While I'm kind of apologising, I'm also sorry that I haven't YouTubed over Christmas. I think the whole finishing of work and finishing of Strictly and just the whole wind down for Christmas, I physically couldn't do it. I had a cousin back from Canada over the Christmas break, which was awesome. I got to see my little grandma Alice up in Wakefield, which was so good. She's so cute. And then we had a big family party. We had a couple of family parties. And then New Year, I cooked for 15 people. I did a massive fish pie and then did a big birthday cake for a special person. So, on we go, 2015. Here is my favourite things that I got for Christmas, and also on the back of this video is the video that I was supposed to upload for party season. So first up, one of my favourite Christmas presents is this top. My brother got it for me. It's from Urban Outfitters. I love these kind of American baseball tops. I think they're so easy to wear, so comfy. I'm kind of having a dress down day in the beanie. And yeah, it arrived late. And my brother was like, I'm really sorry. And I was like, well, it's kind of okay because I forgot to put on my Amazon orders ASAP delivery and they have still yet to come. So any day now. Second up is this Jo Malone Dark Amber and Ginger Lily candle. I love Jo Malone candles, and I really like the fact that these are black. Back in the day, actually I don't even know if they still are like this, but they used to be clear glass, and as a guy I really wouldn't have wanted that. So now these are wonderful. I'm saving it for a special occasion to light it. That is kind of the geekiest thing I've ever done, but it means something, so I'm gonna light it on a special day. And then thirdly, my favourite fragrance at the moment, and also a Christmas present from my friend Leanne, cheers babes, is this Euphoria Gold by Calvin Klein. I love this fragrance and I've just written about it on my blog. It has amazing lemon and ginger kind of scents to it, as well as amber. So at this time of year, if you're doing winter fragrances or you're buying winter fragrances for your boyfriend, or maybe you yourself want a new fragrance, make sure they're quite rich in scent. The last thing you want is a really fresh, soft spring fragrance in these dark and gloomy months. I'm literally like looking out my window for inspiration because the sky is grey and it's starting to rain. Ugh. Also over party season, I think it's kind of common knowledge that I love partying. So I think over Christmas and New Year it got ramped up and I was going out quite a lot. I think I kind of threw havoc to skincare and beauty, and I just kind of put myself on party mode, which at the time kind of felt amazing, but actually afterwards I've now realised that that was the most stupid thing to do because my skin is breaking out. I've had like big mothers of spots coming up to the surface, and so I'm now on this kind of strict skincare regime. I'm exfoliating every other day using the Liz Earle exfoliator, which I've shown in previous videos, and I'm moisturising with this Simple moisturiser. I actually have never used Simple before, and I picked it up because I left my moisturiser at home and I just started using it, and it's really nice. It's so soft on the face, it's very low in fragrance. Obviously it's suitable for sensitive skin, so it's not going to have lots of alcohol in it or other ingredients where it will kind of make you break out. So yeah, we like this. And as it's January, I'm also trying to start exercising. I at one point loved running, and now I wouldn't say I love it, but I'm kind of getting to that age in life where losing weight is quite difficult, and I'm starting to just go. So yeah, I'm back in the running. So I'll be doing a few grooming, exercise, gym kind of videos coming soon, which will be interesting. And I guess now, here is the video that should have gone up over the new year. Sincerest apologies. I will see you next week with a banger video. Happy New Year. Let the good times roll. Ah, I forgot this. Sorry. It's a little notebook that my brother got me, which is super cool, with JVH for Jules von Heptonstall. I did Instagram it. I don't know if you follow me on Instagram. If you don't, it's at Jules von Hep. Bye. Hi, I hope you've had a good week. Welcome back. As you can see, I'm in my own bedroom in this video. I was gonna film in my living room where I normally film, and then opposite our house is like the skip with builders, and they're all like, yeah, alright mate, throwing all this stuff in. I was like, oh, why? And then on the other side of the house are my two neighbours who really love coughing and chatting and making loads of noise all the time. So here I am. I'm sorry that the bedroom is not as glamorous as maybe you had hoped. However, I'm still here. I'm going to do a tutorial. Bear with. I'm sure you are wondering why the hell I've got wet hair and nothing on my face and a hoodie on. It's because in this tutorial I'm doing a very quick like spa on the move, kind of no time to get ready, and also how I am doing my hair at the moment. It's kind of like, here's how I'm getting out the door this winter, I guess. So in winter, I'm a massive fan of clay masks. However, I think due to shopping and long hours, late nights, dark mornings, time is of the essence. And I'm absolutely loving these Biore 1 minute self-heating masks. I just did one before I got in the shower now, so my skin is like nice and tingly. You do literally leave it on for 1 minute. You've got to splash your face with water first, which is what I forgot when I first did one, and I was like, oh no, and I got in a total mess. But your skin literally feels so tingly, and I don't think it'll draw out as much impurities as you would expect from another clay mask. However, tingly feeling, wake up call, brilliant. I've got out of the shower, I've quickly moisturised. I'm trying to rush through this because I've got wet hair and I don't want it to dry. And I moisturised using the Anthony oil-free moisturiser. I really like using oil-free products in the winter, especially on my skin because I get really oily because of all the central heating. So this reduces the shine. Okay, onto hair. I'm just going to quickly part my hair into the side parting that I usually wear it in. I thought this would be a good video to show you how I've kind of changed how I'm doing my hair since when I viewed the last tutorial, because I've kind of learned a lot more about doing quiffs and neat hair back. So I was like, I'll share this with viewers. So I really like parting with a comb because I find a comb can just get in that line there nice and neatly. I'm then going to take one of these roll brushes. I was at the hairdressers and they were saying, oh, how do you do your hair? And I was like, oh, you know, I kind of do it with a comb and a bit of like gel. And they were like, no, Jules, you've got to move it on. You need one of these roll brushes to get height in your quiff. So basically what you do with these, or what I tend to do, I'm sure I constantly annoy hairdressers doing these videos, is push it through the hair like this and roll back and push my hair forward. And then I'm going to turn on my hairdryer. This is my GHD hairdryer. I've never looked back. All my friends who borrow it love it. Lowest heat. And now that I've got the quiff kind of like rolled over, I'm just going to use one of these Kent brushes and just dry the rest of the hair and brush this through. So I tend to leave it 90% dry, 10% damp. I find that the dampness, when it reacts with the hair product, actually sets better. This side here, I almost leave it still wet because I think when you're trying to do quite a slick down look, the last thing you want is like a fluffy dry hair sticking out. That's not cool. So I'm still going strong on the Baxter of California hair pomade. Oh, damn it, I cannot remember what I said in the last video. Pomade. So I'm just literally pressing it over like this and then running my hands through. And then I actually really like styling it with the brush. I found that the brush tends to actually really nicely separate my hair, and then wax tends to go in better. Okay, so hair done. Now it's time to do a bit of stuff on the old mushty. You can see that I look about 12 at the moment. It's because yesterday I was like, oh no, I really need a shave. So I went to shave and I thought it was on like the setting of 2.7. It's actually on 1.7. So I kind of went down and I was like, oh no. But you gotta roll with it. It's only hair, it'll grow back in no time. So as I'm short of time and I look almost white at the moment, I'm gonna put a little bit of self-tan on my face, but I'm gonna mix it with a primer, so it's really just more like a tinted moisturiser. I'm using this Flint on Flint SPF 30 oil-free primer. Again, oil-free. Oil-free because I don't want my skin to go super greasy when I'm using it, but also if you're gonna mix tan in with a product, then it's important to use an oil-free product because oil will separate tan. Very technical. I'm just going to do this on the back of my hand. Just going to put a tiny bit of primer there. And then just a pump of tan. Like so. I'm using a dual fibre brush to just mix it together on the back of my hand. So when you're doing this, you really need to make sure that you've got a great mirror when you're applying, because obviously you are using a tan. So you need to make sure that you've got good lighting, great mirror. I'm actually using this new mirror that I got the other day. So I'm using a Simple Human mirror. They're brand new on the market, and as you can see, they light up when you go near to the mirror. Now this light here is a super high intensity bulb, and then this is a super magnifying mirror. It's great because if you are like me getting ready in a dark space and you want to make sure that all your makeup or anything is perfectly set before you go out, use one of these. So I'm just going to quickly look it over. I mean, yeah, it does show every imperfection as well, so don't do it on a hangover because you'll probably cry. So I can see some areas that I've missed on my hairline, so I'm just going to buff in there. And don't be afraid to use your finger as well. So just along the hairline, it's really good to take a flannel and just kind of buff the hairline a little bit because that'll just lift the colour around these areas. And as well, if you've got stubble like me, just give it a little rub and push it through. And then the tan's actually giving me that dewy complexion, which for girls is beautiful. But I find for guys, it's just a little bit too much like, hey, dewy complexion. It's not really for me. Oh, I forgot to tell you what product I was using. I'm using the matte block powder, which I always use, which actually is getting a right battering. Totally need a new one. So there you go. A video tutorial in how I'm getting ready at the moment. I've done a 1-minute face mask. I've also mixed self-tan with a primer, so I'm kind of good to go whilst getting tan on my face. Also, I've blow dried my hair back, put a pomade, I'm never going to get that right, through the hair. So I'm kind of look like good to go, tanning on the move, face mask in no time. I don't know what that was. If you're liking my videos, please click subscribe or give me a little thumbs up because it's actually really lovely when you comment or give me a thumbs up because I'm like, yes, I'm doing something right. Awesome. If you want to stalk me more closely, my Instagram and my Twitter are @JulesVonHep and my blog is julesheptonstall.com. I will see you next week. Bye! Oh man, my hair product's over there.
totally tripped over my bed. Oh,